Alright guys, welcome to another video, and this one's gonna be kind of different. I've recently gotten back into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Competitive, and I've been doing okay. I've been really consistent. I got my first top 8 since coming back like a few weeks ago, Tuesday, like a couple days ago. I got 5th, and then the tournament after, I went home too. And then and then yesterday I got 17th out of like 85 or something. But anyway, I'm gonna do a set analysis over one of my stream sets for probably pretty soon. But for now, I just kind of want to take a trip down memory lane and just kind of revisit my old competitive career. So we're gonna start off with Smash 4, and to summarize what I did in Smash 4, I was probably the best DSS player in Michigan. Pretty much by default, nobody else played DSS in the state besides me. The only people who did were inactive. But even then, I wasn't really that good. Like I started playing like late 2017, and then I didn't get my first PR win until I want to say like 2018 in January when I beat Extraordinary. I did have chances. Like I almost beat Blade. I almost beat Goof a couple times. I almost beat Ozone, but I just failed. I choked. You know, it happens. And then I got a job. I was working at this restaurant called Salsaritas, and I had to work a shift during like the 2 days I actually wanted to go to tournaments, and so I just didn't go to tournaments for like 3 months. And then during the summer, I moved to West Michigan, and this was pretty much for the final season of Michigan of the Michigan PR. And I'm gonna go over in this video, but the talent drop off from East Michigan events like Smashfield and stuff, which had like 10 to like 14 PR players there every week, and like even the non-PR players there were also incredibly good. The talent drop off from then on West Michigan was pretty great. Like it was pretty immense, pretty steep rather, and it was a great opportunity for me because I was able to scrap with like some of the people who are around my level and actually get decent results and actually boost my confidence. And so this is actually a great video here. This is made by Merrick. This is done a couple days actually Ultimate came out. And this is the top 12. They said the top 12. And we're just going to watch the video and kind of go over it. I'm probably not going to play sound. So yeah. Oh shoot, I clicked off it. I'm awful at this. Alright, so these are some old highlights. Unfortunately, Merrick didn't put a highlight in for me, but that's okay. Yeah. I like the other choice music. This is just Hawks and Linus doing his thing. Yeah. And then, yeah, Gunta beating Fatty Bob. And Trespane actually beating the Bowser. Trespane is really good, dude. I think all these old names really takes me back. And then the Casper's old name was bottom tier. and then Shadow and it's Shadow versus Casper again. And Dormlight and Shadow, yeah. And then King James actually got a win on Zenodo, which is kind of insane. Yeah, dude. This takes me back, just seeing all these old names. Maloney used to be a West player. Pretty dare dodge. Pretty sick. Dude, I miss Gunta, dude. Hope he's alright. So, I'm gonna pause every time. So this is Macho Man. Macho Man, he was good. He was like so West Michigan PR was kind of weird because they extended to 12, and there was really only 11 people who qualified and had enough and who actually had good enough results. And I was one of those 11 people, and I'm actually 11th, so we'll see me in a second. But but I think Macho Man actually did beat me once. They're probably displayed here. He played Wario and Kirby. I think Macho Man is cool. We'll talk about him later when I get to Ultimate as well. But he was one of the few people. He was one of the people I practiced with a ton when Ultimate came out. He was a decent Wario player. I hope he's doing okay, dude. I haven't talked to him in so long. Man. But yeah. He got a win on me. He got a win on Merrick, Gunta, DG. I'm surprised that DG actually didn't make this PR. But man, I'm gonna turn this music down. Here's me. Okay, The funny thing, I actually was a solo VSS player, like I said before, but for some reason this was the only picture of me they could get, and they just didn't like ask me to take for a picture. Like this picture is so bad. I hate this so much. Why? Dude, this is 18-year-old me, by the way. 18-year-old me was a fucking scrub. Look at him. That's fucking ugly. But yeah, I was a CSS player, and this was probably a lifesaver for Merrick whenever he did graphics, because I only ever played default. I like he just did like, oh yeah, he just didn't have to think about it by color palette. And he was telling me like, oh dude, I'm so glad you played default. A lot less work for me. But yeah, Merrick's so cool. I have a lot of respect for Merrick. But yeah, I was decent. Yeah, I had wins over Dux, Casper, Kilogy. Uh, they didn't put it here, but I also had a win on Merrick as well. Like win rate 54%, yeah. Unfortunately, the brackets site that they used to take track all this, they got deleted, so I don't have the numbers right in front of me. Um, but I think my peak placing during my West Michigan run was 4th. I think it was 4th. And that was the tournament I beat American. But yeah, I was really inconsistent. I would lose to just random people sometimes. Like I've lost to Avery, and Avery wasn't bad, but I just shouldn't have lost to him. Well, also I lost. I think I lost to Macho Man. I lost to CK47 once. Like I just lost to like people I just shouldn't have lost to, and good on them for beating them. Like I'm not gonna take any away from those people. If you get a win, then you earned it. Like I don't really care how you do it. Like a win's a win's a win. But it's kind of hard looking back on like, oh yeah, you should have done this or you could have done this better. But yeah, 11th. I was at the time I was disappointed with 11th. But realistically, I wasn't gonna get any higher than top 8 because like the drop off from like 8 to 9 was pretty big. I don't know. It's just I just had better peaks than the two people above me. Uh, they granted Gunta and Kiloji. I think both had over me. Like I think Gunta I only played him one time, and one time I played him, he beat me, which was really unfortunate. And then Kiloji, he played Cloud, and the Cloud ESS match was awful. I just hated that matchup. But we played like 6 times, dude. Yeah, like we always went really close. Like we were about even in skill. Like when I got to West Michigan, there's probably only like 8 players who were above the rest of the pack, and then so that's left the rest of us kind of fight out and scratch and just for the fight for the final couple spots. And the two people who really rose out of it, that was myself and Kiloji. And Kiloji and I were about pretty much equal in skill. I think Kiloji had like better wins than I did, but I had better peaks than he did, so it's pretty arguable. I know this as 11th, but I was really like that. I went to a lot more events than Gunta did. I think Gunta barely qualified for this, and so depending on who you asked, I was either like the 9th or 10th best player in West Michigan at the time. Um, so yeah, I'm not too upset at 11th, which whatever now. Like I think like if they want to low me, if they wanted to lowball me, that's fine. And anticipate all my mains. I was the only one who actually played who they said they were gonna main. Nobody else did. I think actually Macho Man might have said Macho Man doesn't even play Inkling and Kirby. He didn't even pick. He played Wario again. Yeah, but I played Palu and VSS. I'm not a liar. Anyway, moving on. This song's really good. I wish they would have. I wish like this is really good editing by Brian Merrick, but I wish he would have put like a highlight or two for everyone to got on here, because I had a lot of streams, because I had like a lot of East Michigan clips he could have used. But oh well. Gunta's win rate is actually pretty impressive for how little he went to. Yeah, I think he went to like 6 events on the dot, which was how you get qualified for PR. Yeah, he beat a Dormlight. He got a win on Casper. He had a win on Kilogy. I think Hawk barely did miss the PR. If he would have made the PR, he would have been above like everyone. He would have been elite, probably 9th, and moved me back to 12th and stuff. Gunta, I don't think Gunta played Ultimate like at all. I could be wrong on this. He probably went to like the first few Ultimate events, but I just don't think he liked the game that much. I think Gunta just kind of fell out of Ultimate, which is respectable. I think Ultimate's a pretty polarizing game. Granted, how I fell out of it for 2 years. It's like 2 years before coming back. Yeah, he played Sonic. I think that's really all he played. Like people just put this. I think sometimes people just like to put a secondary there, just so they're not a one trick. And then you had Kilogy. This is a lie. This guy didn't play anything besides Cloud. um, Yeah, Killer G was good. It's just he played Cloud, dude. Cloud was the most brain dead character in like the entirety of Smash 4. I hated Cloud. I love Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, he had one in the Boo Bear, which is probably the only reason he was above me. Above me. Yeah, like they put so many wins here for him, but only put like 5 for like me and Gunta. It was kind of funny. Because like Stress Pain and Starbuck weren't even on the PR. But yeah, like it's kind of played, and then yeah, he plays Cloud again in Ultimate. He played Shulk for a little bit, as far as I remember, but yeah, he would. We'll talk. But he was like when Ultimate came out, he was really slow to the game, if I remember correctly. I think he played Shulk at first. He really couldn't figure it out, and then I think it was after I left, he got a lot better. I want to say it was like the summer, or maybe the summer of like 2019. He got like 10th on the PR, which is good for him. Um, Killer G and I don't really get along that well. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that as is. I don't really want to talk about him anymore. It's just out of respect. Oh my man, Casper, dude. Casper was so amazing. I love Casper. He and I. It's so funny story about me and Casper. So at God, it was like the MSU event. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, like the farewell to Smash 4 event at MSU. He and I commentated for like 4 hours straight in doubles. It was amazing. Oh, man, I love Casper. We teamed a lot too. We did Little Mac and ZSS. And the funny thing is, ZSS throws went so low that he just got free up smashes off it, and we were like a low key, really good doubles team. He played Ryu too. I think I actually had a winning record over Casper, if I remember correctly. But yeah, the one event that actually mattered, like the Halloween special, like he beat me, which kind of sucked. Yeah, he had a win in Suna. He had a win in Calm. He beat Extraordinary and Ditto, so. I'm not sure who Casper plays now in Ultimate, because he played Roy at first, I want to say, and also in Cinerar. He might play Ryu now. I haven't talked to Casper in so long. Though I know he's still kind of. Though I know he was active before the pandemic happened. Dude, I wish I knew he played now. By the way, Casper was still pretty good when Ultimate came out. He was like on like the border of like a top like tennis player in West Michigan. Moving on, my man Dux. Dux is awesome, dude. I think out of all the PR players, I played Dux like a decent amount. I played him like 5 times. He was the one that I went back. I love playing Dux, dude. Because VSS vs Fox is just a fun matchup. I miss Smash 4 ZSS. Smash 4 ZSS was so much fun. But yeah, I have a lot of respect for Dux. He and I were like the only aggressive players in West, which was kind of funny. Everybody else played super slow. Yeah, I had like 2 wins and Dux. He beat me 3 times. Everybody really knew that Dux was like a 6 or 7 in West Michigan. Yeah, he had a bunch of wins. Dux in Ultimate, he plays Fox still. Yeah, see, he's also a liar. He really just plays these 2 characters. Dux and I still talk actually pretty like frequently, because he enters online events like I am right now. Dude, playing Dux is so much fun. I really hope offline tournaments come back relatively soon, because I just want to see all these guys again. I want to see all these old school people. Merrick. So as much, so Merrick is really cool. I have a lot of respect for Merrick. I don't know what, but like Merrick's the one that made this video, so he can do whatever he wants. But like he put like 2 characters he never played in Jigglypuff 2 and Link, and then he doesn't play. He plays Snake, I'm pretty sure, but he doesn't play these other 2 characters. I'm pretty sure he just plays Snake now. He had wins over Boo Bear and Dormlight, which I actually don't remember him doing that. But yeah, he was really good. Merrick was definitely like a top 5-6 push player at the time. And then you had Calm. So funny thing about Calm, I think he barely qualified for this because he actually moved to where did he move to? Was it Western? I think he might have moved to Western for college, and he just was the best. He was the second best player there behind Waddle. But like they used his wins on like Waddle and like Paco to like really improve his stock. Like the only people he beat here, he had a win on me, I'm pretty sure. But he beat like Suna. I don't remember who else he beat. Like he won the one weekly that Boo Bear didn't go to, which was kind of funny. But yeah, Calm. He probably should be up here because he actually won a tournament. Merrick, and Dux and Casper never won a tournament. So when I was talking to Suna, because Suna and I loved to like make theories about who was in the PR and stuff, and he and I were both kind of agreeing that Calm was gonna be like ninth or something. Um, yeah, they because of these wins on like Sensational and Waddle and stuff, that got him a huge boost. Also, he also won a tournament, and winning a tournament is a big deal just for PR. So I remember when I played Calm actually, I was beating him, and he downstream me 4 times in the 2 games, and I was so upset. I think he just fishboarded his percentage was true, and I was so upset. Ah, man. Like I didn't latch out and say I was just like, wow, I just really lost to someone just down throwing me, and that's the tournament he won. In Ultimate, he's not really active anymore, as far as I know. Is he? I don't really think he plays anymore. I don't remember him going. I don't remember him going too much at the beginning. Well, he did go to stuff. He got like top 32 one in the Smash Fields. I don't remember who he played. He may have still played Falcon, though I could be really wrong on that. Then you had Suna. I think Suna got kind of robbed here. I think he should have been third. Shadow got over who is third. Shadow's a great player. He was a Charizard player, so that's bonus points. But he went to like half the amount of, maybe even a third of the amount of events that Suna went to. Like rankings should reward people for going to more events and not less. And I think that's the philosophy of PRs. Like give like that's not necessarily philosophy, but the fact that people who go to less events get higher than I think they should have. Like I think Shadow should have been fourth, and I think Calm should have been lower. But they both had a lot less events than like Suna or Casper or Dux, to the point where they just got put above them. Where they just put those 2 people above them. I think it's kind of unfair. I'm a big believer in and people who regularly participate should get rewarded. Like maybe like their losses shouldn't count for as much, or maybe like their lower places shouldn't count as much. Because if I go to 20 tournaments and I have like I don't know 14 top eights, but I have like 6 non-top eights, and then you compare someone else who went to like six who barely qualified 6 tournaments and then got 5 and then got like 4 top eights and then 2, and you put him above me, like how that's fair. Anyway, like I put my name out there more and did a lot more stuff. Speaking of Suna, he didn't play any of these characters. He's a liar. He played Wolf and Snake and Ultimate. He was really good. He was consensus like the 5th best player in West Michigan, maybe the 6th. Though he was he I know he didn't enjoy Ultimate. He kind of stopped playing around the time I did. He was really good. He actually beat me in the first Ultimate Weekly. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, he was really good. Yeah, now they're for the top 3. Boop, boop. Shadow. I thought Shadow was really good. He actually beat me. He went. I think he barely qualified this year. Stop! I think he barely qualified for his PR. Yeah, he was really good. Shadow was actually one of the people on the PR who actually kind of fell off when Ultimate came out because Charizard wasn't his own character anymore, and I heard him. He was Pokemon trainer was the thing, but he usually did a lot better as time went on. I think he made PR eventually. I think he got PR after I left, but he had a win on me too. So during Ultimate, yeah, he was pretty good. Adorable Knight, he was consistent. He was consensus number 2, like obviously. Man, he was so good. I should have beaten him though. uh, man, he was so good. During Ultimate, he played Luigi and Young Link at first. And then he transitioned to Greninja after I left. But he was like one of my demons. Like he beat me like 4 tournaments in a row, and I finally beat him. I was like, yes. And, all right. Yeah, he had a ton of wins. And Boo Bear, the obvious #1. He never lost to anybody. He had wins on everybody. Ness, YouTube player. He didn't play He played Inkling actually for a while, and then he played Ness, and then he played Rob. So kind of came full circle there with his mains. Yeah, but he was by far the best player in West Michigan. He was, I think, a top 10 player at the end of Smash 4 in Garden, Michigan, and he's like been consistently the best player in West Michigan for the past 5 years, and he's like the third best player in Ultimate right now for Michigan. So I have a lot of respect for Blue Bear. I used to grind with him all the time. Like me, him, Ryoku, Adorable Knight, we played all the time. But yeah, that's kind of it, dude. For in terms of Smash 4, I was the best ESS player in Michigan during Smash 4. I was decent. I could have been a lot better, but you know, Ultimate came out and kind of opened up some doors for me. So let's go over this. So let's go over rehearsal #1 singles. So they actually kind of seeded it. So unpopular opinion, they seeded this bracket terribly. Like when they seeded me, like they seeded me 39th, and I was in the PR. Who else did they totally misseed? Like I was like the only one they did this to. Like Macho Man was 11th, and he was on PR. For some reason, Hard was seeded really highly. Like for some reason they took the doubles event prior to this into account for seeding, which didn't make a lot of sense because I actually got like 4th in that with Merrick anyway. Calm was 7th, that's fair. Yeah, Trespain, like who else did they stupidly overseed? They stupidly underseed here. Gunta was really highly seeded for no reason. Casper too, like they should have just did like the top like seeds by the Smash 4 PR. I don't know why they did it this way. It was actually kind of funny because I was talking to Suna because the week Ultimate came out, because this is like a week or two after Ultimate came out. I'm pretty sure it's this tournament. I was playing with Suna and Macho Man a ton, and I was talking, and we got a lot of practice together. And I came in the Ultimate with the mentality that I wanted to play Palutena, and if she wasn't good, I was gonna play CSS, and if she wasn't good, I would cry. Thankfully, Palutena was very good. I love the character. But and Suna kind of got adjusted to Wolf, and then Macho Man played Wario, and we would play friendlies, and we would like it was just so much fun. It was beginning of Ultimate was so great. And at this tournament, yeah, let's follow my path. Where am I again? Down here, number 39. All right, so I beat Biscuit. I think Biscuit played DK. I don't remember who he played. I could be wrong. I don't remember who he played at all. But he was pretty good. Like he was a sneakily good player. Like he had a win in Ryoku. Like I'm pretty sure. He was pretty decent. And then I beat Calm. I think Calm played Mario in this set, though I could be wrong. I think Calm actually got like a cheesy kill on me. It's like a ladder on triplat, like the up air B extensions, and I still beat him. Yeah, so I got the 2-0, and then I played Espada, who I want to say played Villager. Oh, yeah, dude, Morse Code. That's a name, dude. Morse Code. That's a name. And the Dormant actually lost to JG, which I don't know how that one happened. And then I beat JG here, who I think played Fox. And then Fatty Bob. So here's the thing about Fatty Bob. He was an OG Smash 4 Samus player who came back for Ultimate. And then and this was his only good tournament, I'm pretty sure, the first one. I'm so sad I lost this set. I shouldn't have lost this set. I'm so sad. I don't remember having this set. I just know I shouldn't have lost it. Fatty Bob would just talk mid-set and ask how to deal with things. I'd be like, okay, yeah, so you deal with it. And he'd be like, oh, okay, thanks. And then the other side, Suna was actually up here playing against Boo Bear. And I think Boo Bear kind of wrecked him. And then Fatty Bob, yeah. And then I dropped down the losers. Ducks actually got really far in this. Like I was pretty confident in Duck's ability to do well in this. Oh wait, that's not even top 8. My bad, Ducks. Yeah, this is the first West Michigan top 8. It was Bran, Tavi, JG, Beehart, and losers. And then in winners, it was Boo Bear, Suna, myself, and Fatty Bob. Which was kind of insane because there's people like Adorable Knight and like Calm at this event too. Like this was a stacked bracket. Like the only like notable person who wasn't here was like Ryoku and Shadow. Tavi, dude. Tavi was so cool. I think he was a PM player, and then once he came into Ultimate, he played Pit. He may have played Pikachu after a little while too. And then yeah, Suna beat Bihar too. I want to say he played Wolf question mark. Did he play Wolf? No, wait, he played Yoshi. I don't remember the BR played. I feel so bad. But yeah, so Suna actually beat me 2-1 here. I know it's a Wolf Palutena game. I think this is the only time Suna beat me during Ultimate. Was this tournament? I could be wrong. He might have beat me one other time. But yeah, I never beat him during Smash 4. I was close a couple times, but he kept bragging that he never lost to his ZSS in Smash 4. And he said, yeah, I go, you were the closest one to ever beating me. Yeah, and then he beat Fatty Bob, and then we actually ran out of time in the venue, so it's just kind of like, oh yeah, well, you guys can just tie for first. That's how that one went. Let's go back. And then rehearsal number 2. Do I want to do rehearsal number 2 now? No. Let's do, here it is. Let me find the first, let me find, like, the ultimate weeklies here. It was this one, 168, right? Let me see here. Yeah, I was at this. Yeah. Okay, so let me go to pool 1. All right, so I think this was a carpool between there was 3 West Michigan carpools going to this event, which is kind of insane. It's kind of insane. And this was the second Smash Field of Ultimate, and I was seated down here because they saw that I got 4th at the Ultimate at the West Weekly. So I don't remember his 4th as. Pyro was a Villager player question mark, and then this match was streamed against Maloney. This was my first amazing win. And also, because I think Maloney got 3rd or something at the previous Smash Field Weekly, and he played Roy/Ike against me. And I beat him. That was a proud moment. And this is when I really made my mark, and people kind of started noticing. Because I was really the only Michigan Palutena player at the time. I was the first Michigan player to really get on the Palutena start the Palutena hype train. I was a day one Palutena. I didn't get on a hype train. I didn't ride a wave. I created a train, or I manufactured a train, or created a wave of anything. Because I posted so much tech, and it showed off. I got to win on Maloney, and this is when people started noticing how good I was and how good Palutena was. And then I barely lost Ozone. I should have beaten Ozone here, dude. I'm so upset at myself. I should have beaten Ozone here, and then I should have lost Ryuga. But that's besides the point. Ozone was so good though. He was a duck hunt player. I remember he just clay pigeon 4 times in a row. And I got down there, and I was sad. And let's go down here. Where am I down here? There we go. Right here. And then I beat Substational, who I want to say got 5th or something. He got top 5, 6 or something at the last National Wheel Weekly. I remember I killed him an up tilt when he's doing the normal get up, and he's like, no way that kills. And I just yeah, dude, that does kill, dude. And then Zagu was the most up and comers ever, and I was pretty lucky to beat him because I think he played Cloud at the time. And then Smasher kind of demolished me as Mega Man, dude. Smasher was always one of those guys who just kind of was like a tutor to me. He taught me a lot. He was so cool. I miss Smasher, dude. I hope he's doing okay. I actually played against him in Elite Fashion the other day. It was kind of funny. But yeah, I got 9th out of 144, which is kind of insane. And I tied with Boo Bear too. Boo Bear and I got the same placing, which meant I was as good as Boo Bear. Not really. But yeah, that was sick. That was so good. That was my best tournament ever, probably. And then we have rehearsal number 2. How did I do at this event? Did I even enter this one? Oh yeah, I got 4th. Amazing. Okay, so let's see how I did here. So I don't remember. For some reason, I don't remember the tournament at all. So I had my 4th seed, because I got 4th last week. And then I had my bye. I played against Gunta, who was former PR, and I played against KLG, who I think played Shulk at the time, who was former PR. And then I played Casper, who was also former PR. Casper played Waray. I think I actually remember how I once said. I think I read it. I think he kept doing full up aerials against me. I just read it and just up aired him, and he died. And then this is the one time I played Boo Bear in the entirety of Ultimate. This one set. I didn't play him again. And I was so sad because I never got to play him again. And then on the other side, soon I got upset by B-Smith. And losers, actually King James, who is actually going to come up like around here. Oh, Phantom Club did top 8 this. I forgot. But yeah, and then King James, and then I lost to Adorable Night Sad Days, dude. I think God damn it, Adorable Night. I loved him, but still, dude, he's I lost to Adorable Night in the set. Why'd they seed him 25th? What were they doing? They see these. Oh my god, dude. Adorable Night was literally number 2 in Smash 4, and you guys seeded him 25th? You guys seeded like who do you guys seed over him? Who do you guys seed over fucking Adorable Night? You guys seeded Shadow over him who had no results. You guys you guys put King James at 26. What are you guys doing? You guys put Avery at 15th, Parasol at 18th, Lucas at 12. Like none of these guys had results. Killg at 13th, like, and you guys put Adorable Night at like 25th. That's so disrespectful. Whatever. Yeah, Beastman was pretty good at the time, though. He played Wolf. This was like his best tournament. So, fun fact: Beastman actually was really good, but he didn't do that well after preseason. Which was a little unfortunate. So now I think we move on to rehearsal 3. Did I play this one? I didn't. I actually didn't go to this one, so we're gonna skip that. And we're gonna go to my next Smashfield event, which I gotta find it. Let me go to the back button a few more times. Cool. Which one did I go to? I want to say I went to 169. I think I went to 169. I think I went to both of these. Yeah, I did. So let me go to pool 3, okay? So this is a huge seeding goof by the Tokios here. So I got massively underseeded here. I think they put me as like a 90 seed or something by accident. I mean not that low, but I don't think I was seeded to get out of pools, despite me having really good results beforehand. And I got 9th at the weekly before this, so that was a goof on them. But it was actually almost warranted. So I won my round 1, and then I lost to Saiyaman. I think Saiyaman played Donkey Kong, and yes, I lost to Donkey Kong as Palutena. You guys can all laugh at me. And then I went on like an insane losers run here. So this is my problem during Ultimate. So I would lose in winners to just random people, say Man for example, and then I would just tear it up on losers. But it wouldn't be easy either. I would go 2-1 versus Real, 2-1 versus Song, 2-1 versus Snow Black. Like I don't remember how any of those sets, and then for some reason once I got out of pools, I just 2-0'd my next 2 people, JJ, who I think played Zelda, and then Tryhard Train, who played Chrom. So and I lost to Sapphire, who was pretty good at the time. So between these 2 Smash Fields, I had 5 PR. I think 4 or 5. I had 4 PR wins. 4 wins on people who would get PR, which were Sensational, Maloney, Zagu, and Tryhard Train, which is kind of insane. And it hurt me so much that like my standing or like my ranking, how you want to look at it, that the preseason didn't count. Because I had so many good wins and so many good results during preseason. Like I could have potentially been like a state PR. Well, probably not, but I could have been if the preseason counted. But anyway, then now let's go to the last rehearsal that I went to during preseason, which was rehearsal number 4. Yeah, I did go to this one. So where did they see me at this one? Go. So they see me 4th again. That's cool. I almost lost a Mimic. I don't remember that at all. And then Bandio, I don't remember we played. And I lost to Suna. Oh, I lost to Suna again? Oh, I'm awful. Yeah, I lost to Suna 2-1 both times during preseason. It's kind of sad, actually. Oh, well. And this is when Ryoku finally started going to stuff. Like, he got 2nd last week, and then, yeah, Ryoku had a major comeback. He was, like, the only one that could consistently beat Boo Bear, as in consistently have a chance. And yeah, I beat Suspect, who I think was like one of Suna's like friends, who I think he played Chrom, and then I beat Tavi again. Poor Tavi, dude. I miss Tavi. And then I lost to Adorable again, dude. You see the pattern here? I always lose this freaking guy. And then Ducks beat Suna. So Suna actually shared 5th place in back-to-back weeks, which is kind of funny. Not back-to-back, but the 2 I went to. yeah, and then and Dormlite went there, and yeah. So that's kind of that was the end of preseason for that. And then the last big event I want to cover before I get into like so the last big preseason event I went to was Holiday Heist, and I didn't even remember where my pool was. Let's go to my where the hell am I? God, I know I didn't make it on Winter Size. Was I in a Dormlite pool? I think I was. Yeah, I was. So I beat George. Yeah. So I was so sad because I lost the set to Boki, and if I would have won this set, I think I would have played Maloney. Where are they? Yeah, I would have played Maloney again. I was so confident going into a set against Maloney, but you know, dude, I should have beat. And Boki was a Falcon player. I think I played terrible in this set. Like I wasn't even close. I just was awful. And this sparked the losers run. I played against Meow. I don't remember who he played. He was a Falcon player in Smash 4, but. And then I went on the Bayo Gauntlet where I beat Ryoku and Rosetta Stone Cold. This was so sad. I had to play against Ryoku because he was like the second or third best player in West. He was like a top four player in West Michigan, and so was I at the time. And we had to take each other out and just for 49th place. Like that was so sad. And then I beat Rosetta, and then I lost to Psycho. I think I played Olimar. And me losing to Psycho here kind of just sparked my reasoning for Olimar being the best character in the game. It totally got justified. Like feel like a week after. Yeah, I got 25th Holiday Heist out of 243. That's not bad. It's just if I would have beaten freaking Boki, I think I could have gotten up here and stopped Maloney's run. Dude, I'm so sad. Missed opportunities. And then the last couple events I want to cover were some more rehearsals. This was the start of the PR season. Where did they seed me for this one? Yeah, it's gonna be a 6 seed. Why did they put me 6? I'm trying to think why. I didn't place outside the top 6 at these 3 weeklies, and I placed like the best. I placed like second or third best out of West Michigan. Why did they see me so low here? They see it above me. They put Suna above me, Ryoku. I think they overseeded Ducks here. But that's fine. Ducks was really good, so I don't really have a problem with it. But yeah, I should have been no lower than like the 4th seed, to be honest. Sure, I lost to Suna in the door. Yeah, if you want to put Ryoku and Boo Bear in the door, above me, fine. Though I did have better have better like East Michigan results than Ryoku did. It's arguable because I had a 2 top 16 for Smash Duels, but he did outplace me in Holiday Heist. And then so I beat Beastmith here. Beastmith is so good, dude. And then I lost to Dormite again. You see what is happening here? I keep losing this guy. This is the 3rd weekly in a row that I just lost to Dormite. I was so frustrated. Man, so I dropped on winner's quarters if I remember correctly. Yeah, I beat JG again. I beat Morse Code. I finally beat Suna. I beat Eureka, and I lose that Dormite again. I lost him 5 fucking times in a row. Dude, I lost this guy 5 freaking times in a row. That is so sad. Eureka was robbed, by the way, for the West Michigan PR. He was so robbed. The first season of West Michigan PR was kind of whack in terms of rankings. But yeah. And then the last one I'll cover is rehearsal. There were some other events after this, but this was like my last really great event. Then after this, I got like top 8 a couple times. And then like I just kind of stopped trying after this event because I was just going to leave the Air Force and like through. God, this is so. Get out of here. So yeah, where did they see me this time? Oh, you don't show seeds, cowards. Yeah, it looks like I was like the 4th seed here. Maybe the 3rd. Who knows? But anyway, so this was a tournament that DG decided to be amazing. Oh man, DG broke out this tournament. Of course, he had to go through me, so I lost to DG. And then this sparked another amazing losers run for me. Dude, where am I? Where am I? Here I am. So I beat Avery, then I beat King James, and then I beat Ryoku. This was amazing. This set versus Ryoku was really clutch by me because I think I got like a really good jump read. and then I beat Merrick, and then I beat Suna again in back-to-back weeks, and then I finally beat Adorable. Like, let's go! And now it's a fucking Dr. Mario again. Man, I'm so terrible at this game. Yeah, so I actually never played. So I actually never got winner side of the top 8 outside of that first weekly, and I still got top 6 every time. It must have been so frustrating for TOs to try and seed me because because I was a top like 4 seed. I was like a top 6 seed at worst. Um, but I would always lose before like I was like when they seed me top 4, cause like I was always a top 4 seed because like the consensus at the time was the top 5 was pretty consensus like at the time, like it was Boo Bear, Ryoku, Adorable Knight. It was Boo Bear, Ryoku, Adorable Knight, me, Suna. And then like after that, it was pretty sporadic. So I got to do the 4th event, but then I lost. But then I got top 8 anyway. But then I got 3rd anyway. Like, you guys see the pattern here? Yeah. Then I went to a few more rehearsals. Like I think it was like 2 more, and then I went to like 3 or 4 like LGs. So I only had like 8 events, but then because that's only had like 6 weeks to go to events for PR, and then I joined the Air Force, and then I got a lot worse at the game because of the Air Force. Not really. Well, not because of the Air Force, just because I didn't play the game anymore. Like I went like 8 months without even touching Smash, and then when I came back to Michigan for like vacation, I went to like 1 weekly and didn't do so well. But now I'm back. I got 1 top 8 on my belt since coming back a few weeks ago. I've gotten like no good wins. I almost beat Okoro, and then he proceeded to win the tournament because of course he did. Now, last name. Let's talk about this. I probably should have pulled this up earlier. Let's talk about the West Michigan Smash Ultimate PR. I gotta find it, dude. Why is this like not like more public knowledge? Winter 2019. I'm gonna quit right now because I can't find it. Ah, man. Oh, it's only season 5 here. Oh man. God, I'm trying to remember who was on season 1 power rankings. Because I actually wasn't. Because they actually released it while I was still in basic military training. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay, so let me think about it. So that kind of wraps up the important parts of my Smash Ultimate career before I came back. By the end of the season, let me just do it by memory. So the best player was definitely Boo Bear, no questions. Number two, I think was Ryoku, and I think he was number two in the XPR, so that's good. And then you had Adorable Knights, and then I think Gumbo actually got into the scene around then after I left. And then you had, what was it, Scarby? I don't remember, dude. And then you had Suna, you had Dux, you had DG. And then there was some really weird choices in the PR. Like I remember like Rumble being on it. I remember Cam being on it, who was a Snake player who had that one win on me. Yeah, from my recollection, let's just do this from my recollection. So for those first like 2 or 3 months of the Smash Ultimate being out, who were the best players in West Michigan? So Boober was one for sure, no questions. Ryoku was two. Ryoku was number two in my opinion because he was the only one that could beat Boober like somewhat consistently. But then again, he lost to like myself and a dorm light sometimes. So we had like a circle. And then I put a dorm light at 3, and then I put myself at 4. Because if I kept playing it and go to the Air Force, I think I could have been. I think I would have been top 5 easily. And then Suna I would put as 5. And then you got DG at 6 probably, or maybe Ducks. I'll put DG at 6 because I think he had win a lot more. I think he had better wins. I think he had wins on like myself, Ryoku, Suna. So Ducks I would put at 7th, and then I would put Morse Code at 8th. I think Morse Code actually did make that PR. I know it could be extremely wrong because Morse Code had some good tournaments like later on. And I think Eureka got robbed. Like he had some good wins. Um, so I put him in 9th, and I would put what was it, Linus the Hawk? I think it was Linus who had like some really good terms. Who had like some really good runs, but he didn't really go through a lot. So if it wasn't Linus, man, I guess I would put probably Beastmith there. I'm not sure, dude. That 10 spot for me is kind of iffy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm happy I'm competing again. Like I said, I'm gonna upload like a set analysis of me versus Akaro probably. Um, probably pretty soon actually. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. Going taking a trip down memory lane. I know you guys probably don't care too much, but it was fun for me to kind of go back and look and just take a look at some of my highest moments. Exploiting the other game of Ultimate, just using Palatine. I'm so not good in this game. No, I was pretty good. Um, so sad that I only played against Boo Bear once, so I'm so sad about that, dude. Boo Bear, I'm coming back, and I'm coming for your #1 spot. I probably won't get it, but I'll make my presence known. Alright. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.